What causes varied interpretations of Jewish law? Imagine trying to follow a map that was drawn hundreds of years ago. Different people might read it in their own way, leading to different routes. That's similar to how Jewish law is understood today. The reason for these differences comes from many sources. Jewish law, or Halacha, is based on the Torah, which is the written law, and the Talmud, the oral law. These texts are very old and often contain complex discussions. Over time, scholars and communities have looked at these texts and come up with different ideas. One big reason for varied interpretations is the many sources of Jewish law. The Talmud, for example, records debates among rabbis who sometimes disagreed. These debates show that there was never just one way to understand the law. Different communities and leaders might focus on certain texts or principles more than others. This creates a range of practices and beliefs. Another factor is the different Jewish denominations. Orthodox Jews tend to follow traditional interpretations very closely. They see the law as fixed and unchanging. Conservative Jews try to balance tradition with modern needs. They might adapt some laws to fit today's world while keeping core principles. Reform Jews see Halacha more as a guide than a strict rulebook. They focus on ethical values and personal choice. These approaches shape how each group practices marriage customs and other traditions. Cultural and social changes also play a role. As Jewish communities moved around the world, they encountered new cultures and ideas. This led to different ways of understanding and practicing laws. For example, ideas about gender roles in marriage, participation in ceremonies, or the wording of the marriage contract, called the Ketubah, can vary widely. Some communities might add modern elements or change traditional rituals to reflect their values. In marriage customs, these differences are clear. The timing of betrothal and wedding ceremonies can differ. The way the Ketubah is written might be traditional or more modern. Rituals like the seclusion of the couple after the wedding, called yichud, might be emphasized or downplayed. The setting of the wedding, such as the use of the chuppah or wedding canopy, can also vary depending on community norms. All these factors show that Jewish law is not a single fixed set of rules. Instead, it is a living tradition that adapts over time. Communities interpret and practice it in ways that fit their history, culture, and beliefs. This diversity allows Jewish traditions to stay meaningful and relevant today, especially when it comes to marriage customs. It's a balance between honoring the past and embracing the present.